Are you adorable? Were you hiding from the world? Back to sleep. Hello and welcome back. It has been a hot minute since I've made a video specifically talking about clothing, which is kind of ironic given the name of my channel, but I've been focusing on the rest of my house and giving my 40-item wardrobe a break. But I've also been traveling a bit recently and I have a few more trips on the horizon, and I think that is causing me to reflect a bit more on my wardrobe and how it works for me. I think if a total stranger were to look at my wardrobe, they would come away with two primary observations. One is that it's comprised of a very simple, cohesive color palette, and secondly, it's almost entirely made up of basic wardrobe pieces. Now, I've made a video in the past specifically talking about color in minimalist wardrobe, so I'll leave that in the description down below if you haven't seen it and you want to check it out. But basic pieces and sort of my personal gravitation towards basic pieces is something that I haven't spoken explicitly about. So today I want to share my reflections on basic pieces in a minimalist wardrobe. Now, what do I mean by basic pieces? Well, when I say basics, I'm referring to wardrobe staples like t-shirts, button shirts, jeans, pants, dresses, just about any garment that has little to no embellishment and what I would describe as classic, timeless qualities. Now, there are tons of advantages to wearing basics, which is what I want to discuss today. However, I want to point out that I am not at all trying to convince you that you should own any of the items that I've chosen to include in my wardrobe. If your personal preference is to wear, I don't know, embellished gowns, I'm not trying to say you should throw out all the embellished gowns and only wear t-shirts from here on out. If, on the other hand, you're looking for ways to streamline your wardrobe, or you're otherwise inclined to incorporate more basic pieces into your wardrobe, these are the advantages and sort of the personal reasons that I have chosen to limit my wardrobe to basics. My first reason for sticking to basics is that it is naturally, sort of conveniently, my preferred style anyway. I didn't personally decide to wear basics for any other reason, though there are tons of advantages. I just feel most comfortable and sort of most myself in simple, unembellished pieces. Now, I do think that the single most important factor towards being able to achieve and maintain a small wardrobe is identifying what your personal style is. If you don't know what your personal style is, you'll likely be unhappy with whatever ends up in your closet, and then you'll either be miserable or you'll keep adding to your wardrobe, or both. So identifying what your personal style is critical. My personal style just happens to gravitate towards simple, classic pieces, and even when I had a huge wardrobe, those were the pieces that I reached for most often. I've just, over time, cleared out the noise, and these are the pieces that I've been left with. The second advantage of wearing basics that I want to talk about, and sort of the second most important thing to me, is that people don't really take notice of classic, non-flashy pieces, which is great because it means that you can get away with wearing them all the time. And that can be really important if you have a smaller wardrobe and therefore you have fewer items overall in rotation and you're going to be wearing the same items with more frequency. I receive a ton of comments from you guys saying that I could never have a small wardrobe because people at work or school or wherever will notice that I'm wearing the same things all the time. But do you know how many people have come up to me and said, weren't you wearing that exact same outfit earlier this week or, yesterday? Literally zero, thanks to basics. Hey kitten, wanna say hi? You still waking up? Yeah. Aw, I love you too. Where was I? Advantage number 3. So another huge advantage to having a wardrobe largely or entirely comprised of basics is that they are timeless. So my closet is comprised of what I consider to be pieces with classic silhouettes in very neutral colors, which means that I don't have to go out and change my whole wardrobe with each passing trend. That said, if you like participating in trends, then having a good foundation of basics can still be really beneficial because you can supplement that foundation with trendy accessories or other items and still have fun with those trends, still participate without having to change the core structure of your wardrobe. The fourth point I want to mention is that basic pieces can be much easier to coordinate than their sort of non-basic counterparts. Now, I know a lot of factors go into being able to coordinate different pieces together to make an outfit, like color and finish, and I have an entire video on the importance of finish that I'll link down below if you haven't seen it and you want to check it out. But over time, I've noticed that generally the less detail a garment has sort of going on it, the easier it is to pair that garment with other pieces. So if you're like me and it's really important for you to be able to reach into your closet blindfolded and still come out with items that coordinate together, then having a good foundation of basics can go a long way towards making that achievable. The fifth and final advantage/reason that I wear a lot of basics is that they are typically very easy to replace. And sometimes you can even find the exact same item still available in stores years down the road. So I don't have to be overly concerned that I'm going to wear out a particular garment, because I know that I will either be able to find that exact same item still in stock, or it'll be relatively easy to find a similar replacement when and if I need it. Now, I know that my personal style does lean towards more classic pieces, so that's primarily all that I wear, so I may be a little bit of an anomaly here, and my style has also stayed pretty consistent for a while. I'm sure now that I've said that publicly, I'll wake up tomorrow with like a hankering for lame or something. But even if you decide to not construct your entire wardrobe from basics, then having a good foundation of basics can be really beneficial. And when you find those basics, you can sort of rest assured that those items will usually be easy to replace when and if you need it down the road. All right, those are my top 5 reasons for why I have chosen to construct a wardrobe predominantly made up of basic pieces. Now, again, I want to stress that I want everyone out there to wear what makes you comfortable, wear what makes you happy. This is definitely not a philosophy that everyone out there needs to prescribe to. If, however, you're looking to streamline your wardrobe and some of the things that I've been saying resonate with you, then it may be worth considering further. That's going to be it for me today. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.